Lucha! 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 Come on!
We welcome you all to a sold-out Thunder Studio Arena in the greater Los Angeles area for a pivotal event in MLW's history. This is Battle Riot 7. I am Joe Dombrowski, and on a night like this, where the World Championship hangs in the balance in such precarious stakes, I needed an ex-world champion to help me break it down. Please welcome the newest member of the MLW broadcast team, Austin Aries.
How you doing, Dombrowski? Can you feel the electricity in the air? The biggest, most important MLW show ever. So of course you had to bring in the greatest color man that ever lived. And tonight, it's all going down. I'm gonna call it like I see it. I'm gonna keep you in line.
Excuse me. Well, the question is though, Matt Riddle's title is on the line. 40-man Battle Riot. Will he escape with the title intact? It may depend on what number he draws.
It doesn't matter what number he draws, Dombrowski. There's a 97.5% chance tonight we're crowning a new world champion.
Austin, are you ready to riot?
I was born ready to riot.
Well, let's send it to the ring to kick off action for Battle Riot 7.
The following lucha is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first from Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing in at 89 kilos, Bárbaro Cavernario.
Well, get your seatbelt fastened, Austin, because your introduction to MLW Live and in Living Color, a six-man trio Lucha Libre CMLL matchup. Bárbaro Cavernario, probably the most unpredictable, uncouth, unexpected luchador style. This guy is primitive, this guy is wild, this guy doesn't fit in the traditional Lucha Libre box.
Looks like somebody from the Flintstones, if you ask me.
Now, say what you want about him, he's very formidable. Former #1 contender in the middleweight championship. He scored a fall on Mystico a few months ago.
Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 88 kilos, Magnus!
Magnus, another man with history against Mystico here in MLW as well as in CMLL. He competed against Mystico in the famed Opera Cup last year. A man who studies mythology, studies the gods. The name comes from Magnus Maximus. And this is a man who, that name is steeped in history, and he wants to make sure his identity in the Lucha Libre world goes down in history as well.
And their partner from Gomez Placio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 95 kilos, Ultimo Guerrero!
Now this is walking Lucha Libre royalty, a 34-year pro, 5 times a trio champion, 6 times a tag champion. The final warrior, Ultimo Guerrero, is a Lucha Libre legend. Austin, we can no way doubt the talent, the skill of these men as individuals. The question that we need to break down, how will they function as a team?
And their opponents first from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 80 kilos,
whoever can work the best together collectively is going to come out.
Well, Star Jr., yeah, a little bit different look. If you're only familiar with the MLW incarnation of Star Jr., he lost his mask to Zandakoa Jr. down at CMLL March 21st, a Lucha de Apuesta. It was mask versus mask. We know how tough that can affect someone's career, their psyche, their confidence. confidence. Will this help or hinder Star Jr.? We'll find out.
Partners from Guadalajara, Mexico, at a total combined weight of 169 kilos, Atlantis Jr.
Going back to that discussion on Lucha Libre royalty, Atlantis, 41 years in the sport, a man who sold out and headlined 6 different CMLL Anniversario events. That's their signature event every single year. And Atlantis Jr., with impossible boots to fill, has done a hell of a job living up to that namesake. It is the pride of the son looking to impress the father. It is Star Jr. stepping out on his own. It is the unpredictability of Barbero Cavernario, the legendary status of Ultimo, and the grace and majesty of Magnus. Something's got to give.
I'll tell you, the man who's got his work cut out for him the most is going to be the official.
No doubt, no doubt.
Right now he's trying to get the men out of the ring. Oh, hey!
Ultimo, with part of his gear, just whipped Atlantis Jr. right in the back of the head.
Never turn your back on your opponent. You should have learned that from his pops.
Yeah, especially not if your opponent is a Ruda, through and through. And Atlantis Jr. going to give chase. And this match may start on the outside of the ring. Austin, you've been in many fast-paced, unpredictable, 6-man tag trios in many different organizations. If you're leading a team into a battle like this, what's the strategy?
Well, my strategy was always to cheat.
Oh. You wasted no time getting to the point, did you?
Well, listen, they don't tell you in the wins and loss record how you won or lost. It just says whether you won or lost. If you got to cheat to win, so be it. But listen, this is a tag match, which means you want to use the strategy of a tag match. You want to cut the ring in half. You want to keep your opponent on your side of the ring. You want to make quick tags in and out.
And keep in mind, this matchup will be held under Lucha Tag Team rules. Not necessarily need a hand-to-hand tag. You can step out of the ring and be replaced by one of your tag team partners as Atlantis Jr. gets some retribution on that pre-bell strike by Ultimo Guerrero. Snaps off that drop kick.
So what, you're telling me they can just roll out of the ring and then another guy gets to come in? They don't even have to make the tag.
Yeah, the key is to keep your opponent from doing that as Atlantis Jr. step up Gamangiri. There goes Ultimo Guerrero, but you're going to see Barbero Cavernario.
Smart move.
Yeah, this guy doesn't wait for his opportunity. He just smells fresh meat, fresh blood, strikes.
Seems a little unhinged, but I like it.
And Star Jr. got it right in his exposed face. Atlantis, victim of the double boot. And this is not illegal, at least, or not legal, I should say, as a kick right to the quadricep muscle. Looking to knock that up. It's got to be 1 in and 2 out. And referee asserting his authority as best he can. Nicely done. Here's Star Jr. Now, think about the psychological effect. You're used to that mask, and whether it's part of your mystique, whether it hides your emotions, or whether you're in pain, or whether it's just, feeling like you're out there naked. Certainly it's going to be an adjustment for Star Jr., who's only been competing like this for a couple weeks. Yeah, and when you're that ugly, too, it's even, it's even more of a problem for everybody else. I don't think it looks that bad. There's a Tiger Bait kick. Through the ropes by Magnus. Made you the judge of People Magazine's Sexiest Man. So what's going on here now? Well, what's going on now is with the other technicals on the outside of the ring, Atlantis Jr. tried to step in and fight for the honor of his father and got caught 3-on-1 by Team Guerrero, Cavernario, and Magnus. Sent to the outside, put the brakes on, landed on his feet, and got tripped up. That's not a place you want to be. Baseball slide, and not only did Atlantis Jr. land hard, but it looked like he hit his back, his spine, right up the bottom edge of that guardrail. That's solid steel under that drapery.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little surprised right now. I really thought Atlantis Junior, Star Junior would have been the more cohesive team. But right now, it is not going their way.
They are going for the mask of Atlantis. And think about, over 4 decades, Star Junior felt this pain, felt this heartbreak, and wants to do everything to protect the legend of Atlantis. Imagine going down in history as the man that ended a 41-year journey.
Oh, wait a minute.
That mask is almost off. And Atlantis with just literally a palm keeping his identity. And for those that aren't aware, to lose that mask, it's shame, it's embarrassment, humiliation. It's losing your identity. It'd be like if somebody stole your name, your driver's license, your social security number. You had to start all over again. Tonight, Mystico is here. He is not medically cleared, but he is in attendance here tonight. And Templario, the man that would have gotten that middleweight title shot, now finds himself in 3-way action with Hechicero and Esfinge. Delmi Exo to defend the featherweight title. Shoko Nakajima debuting tonight at Valorant 7. St. Laurent is here, unfortunately, but the Filthy Bros may have something to say about some of the things he's pulled. And Janai Kai, HIMAWARI, Tokyo Joshi Pro versus Contra. It's all tonight. Plus, Matt Riddle defends the MLW World title. First time ever the title's been defended in Battle Riot. That is your main event here tonight. Barbaro with an elevated half Boston Crab. Austin, can you believe that we sold out 2 separate buildings for this same event here tonight? That's how hot the ticket has been for MLW's debut in LA. 2021 paid attendance through the turnstiles here tonight.
Actually, Joe, once people saw us on commentary, we sold a few last-minute tickets.
What are you doing, scalping in the alleyway? How do you know that?
2,000, I think, 28 now.
Oh, there's a double hook of the leg. Atlantis Jr. in trouble, favoring that knee, that thigh. Keep in mind, Atlantis Jr., how much that name means to him. He had to wrestle for 8 years under another name until his father deemed him worthy of carrying on the legacy. And Atlantis reached out to help his son and got slapped in the face by Cavernario. Such disrespect.
You got to think, too, as a father, it's got to be difficult to watch your son getting beat up right in front of you. You can't do anything to help him.
Yeah, so close to that tag, and now trying to roll to the outside. And he's done it. That counts as a legal tag. And that's a great illustration, Austin, of those rules. He couldn't reach to make the physical contact, but he found an out under the rope.
You know, I saw earlier this evening Atlantis Jr., Star Jr., they were schmozzing with the referee, maybe trying to gain some favors. Hasn't worked to their advantage yet.
Wait a minute, that mask is almost off again.
Just take it off already.
Now in CMLL, this will be a disqualification. I don't know if our official is that versed on the CMLL rules. I believe that would be down to the CMLL boardroom as far as how to perhaps levy some punishment there. But be that as it may, you're going to talk about Team Atlantis trying to curry favor when Guerrero and company have been in the ring half this matchup?
I'm just telling you what I saw earlier. Maybe the ref didn't like what they had to say to him.
Star Jr. Well, these fans are upset with the referee who cannot control the Rudos. But check out the Mounties. Double arm drag. And Junior measures Cavernario for Star Jr. to come up with the arm drag. And now Atlantis Senior and Junior looking to fly, but the opposition scatters.
I'll say Star Jr. might be a little ugly, but I kind of dig his pants.
That's something you would wear. You were synonymous with stars once upon a time, right? That was your thing.
I would wear, I'd wear some glitter.
There's a tag or an exchange. Barbaro Cavernario and Atlantis Jr. A man.
There you go.
Digging into the eyes.
That's right.
At one point here at MLW, Atlantis Jr. defeated Ultimo Guerrero, a longtime trainer and mentor of Junior, former friend turned rival of Senior. And check out Junior, springs off the rope for the double takedown. Tijeras connects.
Now we're seeing Lucha Libre at its best.
Yeah, a wide open athletic contest is what Atlantis Jr. enjoys the most. Show off that youth, show off that agility.
Oh.
Notice Star Jr. got shut down. And this is why Cavernario was such a great rival to Místico, because he knows how to ground his lucha counterparts. Back kick connects. Nice twisting neck breaker over the top, blockbuster style. Jr. looking good. Lands on his feet to counter out of the Quebradora. Casadora. Into the roll through, shoulders down for a moment. Star Jr. keeps the momentum.
To the back of the head.
Yeah, measured him. And Ultimo Guerrero's feeling it. Ouch. You don't want to meet Ultimo strike for strike.
Yeah, this guy's got some heavy hands.
He's a great submission expert as well. So many of these luchadors, they don't really have a weakness in their game.
Stop asking the people and do it.
Well, I think Star Jr. I believe we got to 8, and then the clothesline takedown. Star Jr. just loves the fact these people accept him for him.
I'm surprised that people could count to 8.
Oh, please. Mask or not, Star Jr. is beloved the world over, and that's got to be a weight off his shoulders. Tag in to the legendary Atlantis.
See, personally, if I was in this match, I wouldn't even try to win. I would just try to take Atlantis' mask. That was to etch yourself into history.
Yeah. Well, there's something to be said about that, and it's not necessarily ethical in the standards of Lucha Libre, but many have tried. None have succeeded.
Oh, this is pro wrestling, Dombrowski. Ethical isn't usually in the vocabulary word.
Well, maybe something to be said about that as well. Cavernario runs into both of his tag team partners. And Guerrero and Atlantis have a decades-long history, friend and foe. These are two men in Lucha Libre lore whose names will be synonymous with one another for all time.
Oh, please set him from behind.
Cavernario was trying to set him up, and Atlantis kept turning around.
Whoa.
Oh, look out to the outside.
Now, if that happens later tonight like that, that's an elimination
That's
in the
true.
Battle Riot.
Plancha to the floor. And to your point, Austin, I believe all 6 of these luchadors will be in that field of 40. They're part of the Battle Riot. And Cavernario psyching himself up to eliminate that feel of pain. Watch Star Jr., watch Star Jr.
High Rent District. Oh!
Star Jr. soars with a somersault plancha! Power slam in the ring!
See, this is where you got to capitalize. When you have guys out of the ring in a 6-man tag match, that's your opportunity to finish it.
Frog splash! He beats it!
Here are your winners, the team of Star Jr. Atlantis Atlantis Jr.
Father and son, Atlantis and Atlantis Jr. The newly remade Star Jr. Sans mask score a very important win for their peace of mind. As Austin, we take back and look at some of this offense again. What do you see?
I see right there is the Daredevil. When you take to the air like that on the outside, that's somebody who's showing everybody that he'll do anything it takes to win. And tonight it paid off.
Huge win, but all of these luchadors will be back again for Battle Riot 7. Their night is not done, but Matt Riddle will have the arduous journey of a lifetime defending that title with 39 challengers. Let's see how we got here.
Really gonna feel like I'm in charge until I get an opportunity to fire somebody. What, Alex? Today's your day! You're fired!
Alex Kane has been publicly fired! This is shameful! This is abuse of power from Eric Bischoff!
The most anticipated title fight in Major League Wrestling history. Kojima, Riddle, your main event. It's the legacy of a legend, opposed by the destiny of the determined.
Can he hit it? Nasty Bro Stone!
Dead center of the ring! Right on the cover!
Oh, he got it! He got it!
Matt Riddle, who do you have your eye on that you think deserves a shot at the Major League Wrestling World title?
Well, you know, bro, I think I'm going to freestyle this one. And I know he's recently been fired unjustly. I appreciate that, dog. I really do. I appreciate what you're doing, man. And come super fight, I'm going to regain it. I'm the king of bros. I just beat Kojima-san, bro.
Excuse me. I want a match.
I got a perfect solution. I'll take you both on, bro.
Smells like skunk. What in the hell is going on? Oh, Eric! You didn't here in the house. What are you doing in my office? Did you think I wouldn't recognize what? That you brought Alex Kane back? You go into business for yourself? I fired him for a reason. I was trying to make a statement. Bro, Kane is good for business, dude. Controversy creates cash, right?
Matt Riddle is responsible for this matchup. He accepted the terms. He's the one that included Alex Kane when Eric Bischoff didn't want to see it happen. With a release suplex and Riddle with a knee. Kane's down. Kane can be knocked down. Riddle pinned him.
I need to see Matt Riddle back in the ring defending that World Heavyweight Championship, but I want to do it a little differently. Not against two guys, that's so passe. I'm thinking 39 other guys. For the first time ever, the MLW Heavyweight Championship will be defended Battle Riot, bro.
No one has ever won Battle Riot twice, let alone back-to-back. But to do so tonight is the only way for Matt Riddle to leave. Still the MLW World Heavyweight Champion, 39 challengers, later tonight at Battle Riot 7.
The following fight is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, HIMAWARI!
Well, an MLW debut and a grandiose entrance. HIMAWARI is used as a pageantry and pomp and circumstance around the world. Not just successful Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestler over the past 2 years, but a successful actress before the ring as well. Actually graduated from a musical course at university as well. Went on to perform in the theater. And decided their true passion was pro wrestling. And but no amount of sunflowers or dandelions or whatever that was is going to make up for the mood that'll change when HIMAWARI's opponent makes her way out here. It's all smiles now, though, and who knows? Could be a major, major debut if they can pull off this upset.
I want my own flower girl next show, Dombrowski. Do you think we can make that happen?
I don't know. I think we may tap the budget bringing you here.
I'm more of a tulip guy, though.
Okay, I appreciate that.
And her opponent, representing Contra Unit, the Kick Demon, Janai Kai!
Gentlemen, I dare you to look into the eyes of this young woman and not be intimidated, not be fearful of this reckless, dominant, dangerous presence that reigned as featherweight champion for some 15 months, Janai Kai.
You dare me, Dombrowski? I'll double dare you. You go look in her eyes. I'm not looking in her eyes. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm not in the running here. I'll be under the table hiding. Janai Kai has beaten opponents in the past with one single shot. She is lethal with her strikes. The kick demon has been one of the top charges in Contra Unit's card.
I'm not messing with any woman that's got that haircut.
Janai Kai may have had a little blip on the radar a couple of months ago, but we saw her against Mila Moore back at Super Fight 6, and it seems like that focus, that intensity, that malice is equal or surpassing any level we've seen before from Janai Kai. Of course, we know Contra is in the building. They are never far away. They will be part of the Battle Riot match itself later tonight. Mads Kruger also has the Gravity Gamble case that guarantees him a title match anytime he wants, as if Contra weren't daunting before, always hacking our satellite feed and hiding behind the dark corners. Contra could literally change the trajectory of Major League Wrestling at any given moment they choose. Nice reversal by Himawari.
So you're telling me, so Himawari is like the Japanese Paul Walter Hauser. She's an actress, and now she's a wrestler.
In a sense, yeah. I don't think she's in the new Naked Gun, but yeah, pretty cool.
Well, I'm sure Janai Kai isn't sweating some actress turned wrestler.
Janai Kai doesn't sweat anybody. And we've seen Janai face the best from CMLL in Mexico, Tokyo Joshi Pro in Japan, and not bat an eye. Trying to trip up Janai Kai, and
that didn't work so well.
Yeah, Janai just got frustrated, and Himawari realizing she's in danger. Quick roll up here, traps the shoulder, stacks him up for two. That may be the key here, Austin. You catch Janai Kai off guard. She's so laser focused. You got to pull out something she's not expecting.
Pull something out. Personally, I think I.
Whoa! She's whipped her with her braid, her hair. And that stinging pain right to the thigh of Janai Kai. To my point, I don't think Janai was expecting that. She's got a.
Well, if I was Janai Kai, I'd wrap it around her neck and choke her out with it.
Well, keep in mind.
Hey.
Those kicks right to the lung. Janai has.
That's the kidney. Lungs on the other side.
Janai has done her damage before with the hair. Remember when she left with a lock of Delmi Exo's hair, she took by force. Into the cover now and a near fall. Janai Kai will not shy away from taking a trophy, whether it's a piece of your hair or a body part, whatever she can get her hands on to remember her conquest by. Hard full slam. And a second time. All of her weight behind that.
Obviously the size, the strength advantage is going to Janai Kai right now. She's using it. Just keep dropping her on her back.
Cover and another near fall. There's so many dangerous weapons that Janai can utilize. That demon clutch, dragon sleeper, the GTG kick, the demon-ish kick.
She's going to end up having Himawari's spine imprinted in her shin.
On a night where we have so much more Lucha Libre action to come, Templario, Hechicero, Esfinge will do battle. Mystico will be in the house. Delmi Exo defends the featherweight title against Nakajima. Sessions by St. Laurent as Janai goes into the cover here for a count of two.
I love Sessions by St. Laurent. Don't say it with that tone, Dombrowski.
Do you really? I love the Filthy Bros. I'm excited to see them out here. I'm excited to see what Himawari will do, but got cut down by Janai Kai.
Yeah, if you're Himawari, you got to create some distance so you can try to recoup a little bit. And she's got to start using her speed. She's got to start using maybe, something. Because right now, she's getting beat up pretty bad. There's no other way to say it. There we go, see?
Janai. Oh, that's a demon clutch. I notice how she locks the fingers behind her back to tighten the grip. And Himawari's caught dead center of the ring.
And she wrapped her braid around her neck, just like I said. Choke her out with her hair.
Yeah, Janai didn't get the position. Now she's got the positioning. Janai Kai's got that cinched in full, and you can see Himawari's fading. Gastineau's got the judgment call here. He's going to look for 3 drops of the arm to make a decision. And Himawari's stirring.
She's got a little left in the tank.
She's got to break this grip. She's got to get in motion. Janai Kai's a striker, Muay Thai, Taekwondo black belt, a kickboxing practitioner. If Himawari wants to do anything, she's got to get out of striking range. And that distance she created the opportunity for the drop kick. Nicely done.
Yeah, she's got to stick and move. Is this even legal, Dombrowski? Can you use your hair as a weapon?
I mean, it's a part of her body. It's not an illegal object. It's a strike. It's not a closed fist. Oh, right in the midsection. She may knock the wind out of her. Upset. Oh.
She should have like a roll of quarters or something wrapped in those. Did the referee even check?
Did she braided a roll of quarters in her hair?
I would.
Janai going for that roundhouse kick. Himawari on the run. Janai from the blind side.
Oh.
And a Nelson slam.
That's got to do it.
Tight hook and another escape. Himawari's staying alive, Austin. I noticed less and less luster behind those kickouts.
Yeah, and I'll give her credit because she is still kicking out. She's showing some heart, she's showing some fight, but she's got to start mounting some offense.
Yeah, I mean, all respect to Himawari for being in survival mode, but it's going to take more than that to get the victory.
You know, sometimes, you know, just by being in that survival mode, you start to frustrate your opponent because they got, you know, they don't know what to do to put you away. They get frustrated, they make a mistake, and then you got to hope to capitalize on that.
To your point, Himawari switched directions and came overhead with the neck breaker. Janai lost a line of sight on Himawari for a split second, and it enabled her to open up with offense and take the kick demon down. And looking for a single leg crab.
Stepping over.
Austin, this is her specialty. Notice how low to the ground she is. There's no air, there's no distance between her and Janai. This is a tight Boston crab.
Yeah, she got all the weight on her, and if I got kicked as many times as she did in the back, I'd put a half crab on him too.
Well, Himawari survived the demon clutch. Can Janai Kai survive the best hold of Himawari? We are going to quickly find out. Janai turns in and kicks away.
Ooh.
Almost a Noki Ali style, just kicking up from her back.
I'm really impressed with Janai Kai's striking ability with her legs. Like that.
Roundhouse kick. Demon Ish got the job done.
Very impressive.
Here's your winner, the Kick Demon, Janai Kai.
Cannot doubt the skill, the precision of Janai Kai with those lethal strikes. But with Contra Unit involved in Battle Riot later on, could this be a sign and omen of what's to come later tonight?
Guess we'll find out, Dombrowski.
Janai Kai will no doubt have her eyes on the women's featherweight title matchup as well, when Delmi Exo is challenged later on tonight by her rival, the debuting star also representing Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, Shoko Nakajima. That is still ahead.
They call this place the City of Angels, a sanctuary for the divine, a monument to their arrogance. But I see through the illusion. This city is not bathed in holy light. It rides in neon filth. A cathedral built not for gods, but for men who dare think themselves immortal. I was born of their blasphemy, the relic of defiance, a Nephilim, a walking sin. The world of MLW shudders at my step, and now at last the reckoning comes. I have no love, no mercy, only purpose. Matt Riddle, Battle.
Contra hacking our feet again, no surprise there, but Austin, I'm starting to worry about Matt Riddle. It is clear he's a marked man, and the vultures are beginning to circle, feeling that his time is numbered.
When you're the world champion, you're always a marked man. Tonight, the World Horsemen, Contra, the best from CML, Dijak, 39 other men. They've all put Riddle in the crosshairs because they want to be the MLW world champion.
Matt Riddle has his back to the wall, and I feel like my back is to the wall as well, because I have to send you down to the ring for Sessions.
Oh, I love it.
By St. Laurent.
Welcome everyone to Sessions by St. Laurent.
Look at that accent. Less letters you pronounce.
Now everybody knows it's the biggest night in the history of MLW, the Battle Riot in Los Angeles. And Matt Riddle puts his world heavyweight title on the line against 39 other men. So allow me to introduce my guests, along with his partner, that no good Tom Lawler. Let's bring out the Filthy Bros.
Now, something smells rotten here, Austin. I don't just mean that tracksuit that St. Laurent's wearing, because these men have not gotten along in quite some time. Filthy Tom Lawler, friend of St. Laurent for 20 years, he got fired because St. Laurent had racked up too many gambling debts, betting on Tom Lawler to win his matches. Matt Riddle has been a marked man ever since St. Laurent brought Dijak in here to target the MLW World title. So St. Laurent inviting both Filthy Bros out here seems a bit suspect.
Well, Dombrowski, maybe you should have some compassion. As you can see, Laurent had an unfortunate injury. He's got his arm in a sling. He's in some pain right now.
Tom Lawler
and all you can do is run the man down. Maybe trying to extend an olive branch.
Well, he can't extend his arm right now.
See why you gotta make jokes like that, Dombrowski?
I'm just saying, if he would have left Tom Lawler alone, if he wouldn't have tried to end his career, put Lawler on the shelf, have a Dijak hijack anytime Lawler was out here, maybe Karma wouldn't catch up to him that way. But will Karma catch up to Matt Riddle? Is that the last time we will see Riddle with the MLW World title? Lawler helped Riddle spar and prepare and train out in Las Vegas, preparing for Riddle's matchup with Nakajima. Lawler, a big reason Riddle's the world champion. But in the Riot, every man will be for himself. You gotta wonder if this friendship league lasts.
Well, I hope whoever wins the world title tonight wears it correctly, unlike Matthew Riddle.
Riddle's kind of a non-conformist.
He's wearing like a sachet, like he's Miss America or something.
What is up, Long Beach? The Filthy Bros are in California, finally! And it's a big night. It is a historic night. Tonight, for the first time ever, the King of Bros is defending his MLW Heavyweight Championship of the world against 39 other dudes. Hey, bro, honestly, it kind of feels like the worst surprise party ever. You know, and like,
And and these guys are probably expecting cake, you know? They're probably expecting cake from the bro. But they ain't getting cake. What are they gonna get?
No cake, no presents, no balloon. Actually, the only balloon
I want cake.
Hey, get out of here. Hey, and you know what? Yeah, do you know? Yeah, boo this guy. Boo this man. And Tom, I was gonna say the worst part about all this is we gotta stand next to this turd. Whoa, turd. Don't be grabbing the mic, bro. Come on, dude. But hey, do you guys know they haven't even listed all the participants in tonight's MLW Battle Riot? I mean, Chuck Norris could be in tonight's Battle Riot. Liam Neeson, the Neesons, could be in tonight's Battle Riot. Johnny Depp, Captain Sparrow, right? Jack Sparrow, he could be here. I don't know.
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre in the LBZ.
I've had enough of this tomfoolery and all of this horse manure. Nobody cares about that. What they care about, Tom, is that you broke my arm, and Matt, you broke my heart, and you'll be hearing from my attorneys.
Lawyers? What's up? What's up?
Listen, Florida Fat Joe, you're not gonna come out here looking like a juicy torta and talk to us like that. These people came to see the Filthy Bros.
Filthy Bros. Torta.
St. Laurent arm. Hey, wait a minute.
His arm's better. It's a miracle.
St. Laurent, yeah, it's a miracle. He was hiding that pipe or that metal bar.
Wait a second. Oh boy.
Oh jeez. Right from our table. That's Dijak. And the Disruptor has hijacked another segment. And I knew I smelled a rat. Dijak out of the crowd, assaulting Mount Riddle.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no. That's Bishop Dyer.
This is just picked up.
Yeah, Bishop Dyer, another 6'7" or 8 monster. And he's laying out
This
water
is
in
what
front of his mouth.
happens when you mess with Saint Laurent. This is what happens.
St. Laurent is instructing them to put the boots to Lawler and Riddle. And Dijak has that metal bar. No. They're going to take out the champion before Battle Riot. Don't do this. He's already a mark man. Damn it. Oh, Dijak. He aimed that perfectly. That
This is
metal
what happens when you
to
mess
a
with
team
me.
bar right to
Now
the
I've got
gut.
2
Like a
skyscrapers.
ribcage.
Bishop Dyer, Donovan Dijak. One of them is walking out tonight.
Nobody's safe.
As the new heavyweight champion of the world.
And St. Laurent, his plan is exposed. Bishop Dyer,
trying to stop us.
Part of
Trying
St.
to
Laurent's
stop us.
army.
That's got to be some of the dumbest security I've ever seen. There's no way I'd be going in the ring right now.
Hey, come on! Stop that! You're gonna break his damn ribs. We'll be in the hospital. Dijak is a man possessed.
Hey, you want to be the champ? Well, you're the champ. That means you're a marked man.
Get him out of here!
Riddle is in so much pain and thrown to the outside, and if that happens later tonight, Riddle's lost the world title. Dijak has not been pinned or submit in his MLW tenure, and it could be that he indeed will disrupt the world title picture for the foreseeable future, and he leaves tonight with that title. But the question is, what condition is Tom Lawler in? Especially what condition is Matt Riddle in? Riddles has to fight the world tonight, and it doesn't even look like he can breathe.
Well, how about MSL's new acquisition?
Every man for himself, and any man could walk out of here with that world title.
Big Hollywood actor, acting like a tough guy. Good job. What the freaking hell?
Who said tough?
You know this guy. He's kicked your ass before, right?
Yeah, we kicked his ass.
Yes,
Okay.
we definitely have. Yeah.
That's 2 men, huh?
Yeah.
4-2.
Oh, okay. I think we got a third one, though, don't we? Hey, Paul.
Oh, you sure do.
I'm
hungry. I'm so hungry.
Yeah,
It's gluten-free.
especially with him, you're at a handicap already.
What is that, a donut?
Oh my god.
Listen, we're not at a deficit because the Battle Riot is full of what, Paul?
Donuts?
Surprises, Mr. Fish.
Surprises. Who says we don't have a fourth guy?
When the real ones pull up, them numbers don't mean a damn thing. That's on Boomaye.
I'm on tape. I'm
Yeah, you want it back.
Say it on now. Oh yeah, I will. With the intensity, you gonna feel it. Oh yeah, you gonna feel it.
We've been feeling it for a while now.
Yeah. You can't even walk straight. No. You can't even walk straight.
No, you know you. Yeah.
No, I'm walking fine.
Boomaye. Boomaye. What is Boomaye?
This is your chant.
It's like the Wolf of Wall Street chant. It's some. I think it's some white people shit.
Boomaye. He's doing McConaughey.
Boomaye.
Listen, I'm white. I don't know what it is.
Boomaye.
You're unseasoned.
Boomaye.
I'm done.
Boomaye.
Boomaye.
This is all y'all.
Shut up!
Boomaye.
I'm done.
Boomaye.
Let's go.
Boomaye. 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 One more time. Boomaye. 2 more times. Boomaye. I think that's called mind games. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's my favorite in your house.
You know, it's easy to get in their head because there's not much up there.
You're one
Bullshit. I got a bachelor's degree in English. That's right. Communications. See you guys.
Battle lines being drawn, all 8 in Battle Riot, but fans, Mystico unfortunately will not be in Battle Riot. News broke on MLW.com. Earlier this week, Mystico suffered a tricep injury. Regrettably wasn't cleared by Doc Swegler. His match with Templario has been postponed, but he would not miss tonight's historic show, signing autographs earlier this afternoon, and now taking in the big match next to newfound MLW president Cesar Duran and Selena De La Renta. Well, as we await that Lucha Libre matchup, MLW selling out its debut in Los Angeles. Thank you, fans, for helping us set a new box office gate record at Thunder Studios Arena. And fans, we will return to MLW in Los Angeles this October. Tickets on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, MLWGo.com and Eventbrite. See MLW live once again this October in LA. But now we go to the ring with Rich Palladino.
The following lucha is set for one fall with a 30-minute time limit and is a triple threat. Introducing first from Guadalajara, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, Esfinge.
Austin, when there's an injury, oftentimes you don't like to see anybody go down and out that way, but it enables a chance for somebody else to step up. And Esfinge was not scheduled to be in this matchup, but has a chance to prove himself a third-generation athlete. The name translates to strength. Think about their dominating presence. You think about their big spot in history. Esfinge, once in the ring, all of that more tonight with him. Kind of pull up the rankings in the middleweight division.
Yeah, this is a huge match, right? Whoever comes out on top of this match immediately puts themselves in line for a shot at that heavyweight championship.
You gotta believe that. From what I understand, the Templario match will take place at a later date, but think of what it means if you beat Templario here tonight. You put yourself very much in that conversation. Esfinge, an uncle, a father, a grandfather, all professional wrestlers, 15 years of pro for Esfinge.
Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, Hechicero!
Hechicero translates to sorcerer, and the way this man moves and the many things he masters in the ring make you think it may be an illusion before your eyes, but the alchemist in the ring refers to himself as the most technical Rudo, and he may as well be also the most powerful luchador here tonight. Hechicero can do it all. Certainly you speak to that versatility. It helped you so much in your career. You can fly when you needed to. You can go on the mat when you needed to. You can get violent when you needed to. You got to have all those tools in your tool belt.
Absolutely. Listen, you want to be a jack of all trades. That way you can mix and match your style as you need to against different opponents. You can hit them from any different direction, any different style. Being well-rounded is, it's everything when you're in that ring.
And Hechicero and Esfinge have a long-standing rivalry here in MLW and down in Mexico. We'll see if that gets their tempers raised throughout the course of this matchup.
And their opponent from Capulapan, Mexico, weighing in at 98 kilos, the Lion Warrior, Templario!
Wow, Templario, you see that video, makes you think to wartime, makes you think to the Crusades, as perhaps that's symbolic of removing the ill-fated sword from the stone that no one else could. That sword and that stone symbolic of Místico, because in the year-plus reign of Místico as MLW World Middleweight Champion, no one defeated Místico. Nobody pinned him. But when Templario teamed with Esfinge to face Místico and Máscara Dorada back at Super Fight 6, it was Templario who got the pin for his team and earned what we thought would be a title match tonight. If you're unfamiliar at home, a Templar, which would be the translation of Templario, is a knight that's a member of a military order, specifically one who fought in the Crusades back in the 1100s.
I don't know if you caught that, Dombrowski, but you saw Templario right when he got in the ring. He was focused on one man, and that was Místico sitting right over here.
Yeah, and you can't blame him, right? I mean, Austin, you've been a champion many times in your career. You had to scratch and claw to earn those opportunities. What goes through your mind when a match is scheduled by a promoter and has to be moved due to circumstances out of everybody's control?
Yeah, it's easy to be let down. It's easy to let that bother you. But listen, you got to move past it. This is your new match now, and you got to focus on that. And if he's too focused on Místico sitting over here, one of these two men is going to take advantage of that.
Místico, a tricep injury. No set time for his return to the ring. But three men that know each other very well. Mentioned Hechicero, a chief rival of Esfinge. Templario teamed with him back in the month of February.
These guys are just all action right now.
Yeah, not getting paid by the hour. And interesting, too, to think about, Austin. All three of these men ending this match quickly. Could that be because they want to be fresh for Battle Riot?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Of course they want to win this match, but I'm sure you ask any one of these men, they'd rather be the World Heavyweight Champion. And so if you can end this match quickly, save yourself for the Battle Riot, that's going to work into your advantage.
And Templario elevated over top. Hechicero the takedown, nicely done.
Yeah, you notice a lot of quick roll-ups, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot of high-impact moves. They're just trying to end this quick so they can go back and get ready for Battle Riot.
And Austin, it has been so rapid fire since we came on the air. I haven't had a chance to ask you about this, but what about the way we kicked off this broadcast? Cesar Duran bringing Alex Hammerstone back to MLW, former world champion for a number of years. Cesar was once a chief rival of Hammerstone, but Hammerstone is in Battle Riot tonight. That's huge.
Hey, Alex Hammerstone's the real deal. I've been in the ring with him, and that man is powerful, but he's agile, and obviously he's a former champion for a reason. And maybe tonight he'll be the new champion.
Hammerstone was the franchise of this company for many years, and it's clear to see why, and what a return statement that would make.
You know, one of the difficulties in these three-way matches is there's always someone you got to be looking at behind you, right?
Yeah.
And you may have the advantage on one man, but the other man, right there.
Hechicero timed that perfectly over the top rope. Oh, and caught the thrust kick connected by Templario.
And you've got to have eyes in the back of your head when you're in a three-way match.
Templario, the Lion Warrior, as he calls himself. Trained by Ultimo Guerrero. He spent time in New Japan, part of the United Empire. 2021 Reyes del Aire. And listen to the crowd explode for Hechicero. Almost a split reaction, but certainly favoring Hechicero, who moves quickly. And counter when you don't know what direction he's coming from. Esfinge comes to the blind side. Templario now with a crucifix. Apropos. And Hechicero from behind.
Yes, submissions are tough in a three-way.
Sure. And jackknife pin, well, a submission leaves you kind of wide open.
It leaves you wide open. That's why you can tell these men, smart strategy. Quick roll-up is your best bet in the three-way match, right?
Oh, we have two men's shoulders are down. Hechicero would have made a statement there, pitted two men at once.
The referee's going to need some ice for his hand after this match.
Templario is somebody who never felt like he got his one-on-one shot at Mystico to prove he's the better man. Never felt like he got that chance to rise to Mystico's level. And this night that he had waited for many, many years, thought would be tonight, but he's got to stay sharp, stay fresh, stay in this element for when Mystico returns. Elevated drop kick, some inadvertent teamwork, I would suggest. Roundhouse kick by Esfinge.
Someone's going to fly.
The Tope Suicida, 2 for the price of 1 for the 15-year pro from Guadalajara.
You know, you waste too much time pandering to these stupid people. It could cost you.
The pace quickens. Tijeras takes down Templario. Nice. You see leverage, weight positioning, so important in Lucha Libre. When you don't have momentum, you can create it in midair. Power slam by Esfinge. Templario shoulders down, and the nick of time, an interruption. Half a count away from this match being over.
Yeah, that's your best bet. When you get one of the men out of the ring, that opens it up for you to try to finish the match. But as you saw, he was able to get back in there, break up the count before 3.
We are also awaiting, hopefully, a medical update on Matt Riddle after that savage attack. Bishop Dyer, Donovan Dijak left Tom Lawler and particularly targeting Matt Riddle. That shows me they know Riddle as defending champion is a threat, but between those men, Bishop Dyer and Dijak, what we heard from Mads Kruger, Matt Riddle's days as champion could very well be numbered. His hours, his minutes are numbered.
He's got a 2.5% chance of leaving here as champion tonight, Dombrowski.
You know, I can't argue that. It doesn't make me feel good to say, but I have to be inclined to agree. Templario now creates that distance, keeps himself in motion, follows through with a tijeras. And Templario runs the ring for a moment, drop step to counter Esfinge. That shoulder block creates distance between the bodies, which enables Templario to hit the arm drag and spin to his feet.
Just constant motion here.
Tope Suicida leads with the head of the shoulder to
I'm
get
impressed.
maximum contact. And Esfinge cuts Templario off. And that's how competitive Lucha Libre is, where the last time we saw these men, they were partners, but there's no hesitation. There is no stopping, and let's talk about this, and let's work together. They just want to get in there and fight.
Yeah, the stakes are too high to worry about who's your partner or not, just like tonight in the Battle Riot. You know, you're going to have your friends in there, your stable mates, doesn't matter. You want to be the world champion.
A lot of CMLL representation in Battle Riot later on tonight.
Against point over Mystico, trying to send a message.
It's a modified go to sleep on Mystico, Esfinge, and there's Hechicero on the blind side. But you're right, Austin. Templario wanted to make that a message to the middleweight champion, but he's not in the match.
And now he finds himself in a bad way.
And here's some sorcery. He's going to make Templario levitate.
Oh, I've been in this, and it hurts.
Talk about what that affects.
Your knees more than anything else, but then also your shoulders.
And certainly speaks to the power of Hechicero to have that balance and strength to push him up that far, right?
Absolutely. Got to have strong legs to be able to execute that move. The old Mexican surfboard.
Up with the knee, and one-hand flapjack Templario down. As him cradled, and wait a minute, look at submission. No, look at make him dizzy. Hechicero, the technical Rudo, disorients Templario. That may have been it if not for Esfinge protecting his own interests in this match.
It's just so difficult to get a 3 count in this type of matches. It really is, because there's always another man in there you have to account for. I think if this was a singles match, we might have seen 2 or 3 ends by now.
That's true, but that's just the nature of a 3-way match. You got to neutralize 2 opponents at once. Esfinge charging in. Great balance to land on his feet, but paid for it. Yikes. Isadora traps the shoulders. Leverages Templario up into the clutches.
Now he's got an arm bar.
Yeah.
But he's left himself open.
That cross arm breaker. Look out! The splash from Esfinge. My God. And down with a splash on top. Will this be enough? Templario's not going to wait and find out. Wheelbarrow suplex.
Now you got to start wondering if they're taking too much damage to be effective in the Battle Riot later.
That's a great question, and I don't know if any of these 3 men are thinking about that right now. It's about the pride, the middleweight title. Oh, check out the angle on the shoulder, Austin. He submits immediately.
Got him, wow.
Here is your winner by submission, the Lion Warrior, Templario.
So Templario maintains his winning ways and finds himself certainly still in the trajectory for Mystico, and what a hard-earned victory it was.
It really was. All 3 men had a great showing, nothing to be ashamed of, even coming up lose. And I almost wonder if he gave up to save himself for later tonight.
Well, you never know, but certainly Templario came with a mission, and he's still motioning to Mystico. He wants a shot at that middleweight championship. It's not going to come tonight. Well, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, business.
Hey, he's not clear.
All right,
wait a second now. We got a replay, but live here, Templario
Calm down,
is in the
boys.
face of Mystico. And that middleweight title still is in the possession of Mystico. But the question is for how long? Well, Austin, tell me about what impressed you the most about Templario.
I mean, listen, there was at one point in the match where right here he just was constant motion. He didn't stop moving. there. You see the wheelbarrow into the slam. I mean, Templario was really impressive that match. No doubt you can understand why he's put himself as the #1 contender for the middleweight championship. And here you see the submission, tearing the man's shoulder out, getting the victory. Impressive victory for Templario.
All right, fans, hoping to get a word here with certainly the biggest power players here tonight. Cesar Duran, newfound MLW president. Certainly Selena De La Renta, always a pleasure to see you as well. And the reigning MLW World Middleweight Champion, Místico. Now, Místico's reigned as champion for over a year. He's defended the title in the United States, in Mexico, in Japan. He's brought so much prestige and international press to that championship. But we all heard the news of the tricep injury. We know Místico's not cleared tonight. So Cesar Duran, I have to ask you, what's next for Místico?
Well, unfortunately, Místico is not able to give you the show that you guys appreciate to the heart. And he'll probably be just a couple of weeks, maybe less, we'll see. But still, we have great news for the fans, is it? Don't we? Místico, tell them.
Yeah. Mi gente de Los Ángeles, ¿cómo están? Jefe, yo solamente quiero agradecer a tanta gente que hoy está aquí por primera vez con nosotros. Y quiero agradecer a esa gente que siempre me ha apoyado, que me ha hecho un ídolo, una estrella. Pero tengo algo que decirle a todos ustedes. Quiero renunciar a este cinturón. Espérenme. Quiero renunciar a ser campeón mundial medio, porque yo tengo toda la preparación para ir por el oro más grande. Y si yo renuncio a esto, es porque voy por todo.
Get some help!
Hits hard. Hits faster. Hits first. Hits new. Hits different.
This is Major League Wrestling, where styles make fights and nothing is off limits.
Hits real.
Center of the ring. What do these men have left?
Welcome to a new age of combat. MLW Wrestling. This era hits real.
As we tend to Cesar Duran, we're also concerned about the reigning MLW champion, Matt Riddle. A vicious attack by St. Laurent, Donovan Dijak, Bishop Dyer, and certainly premeditated with the goal of seriously injuring not just Tom Lawler, but especially Riddle, taking him out of Battle Riot. That lead pipe, whatever that was, to the midsection over and over again. Matt Riddle is scheduled to defend that championship, but what condition will he be in? We do understand that, unfortunately, St. Laurent is standing by.
Hits hard. Hits faster. Hits first. Hits new. Hits different.
This is Major League Wrestling, where styles make fights and nothing is off limits.
Hits real.
Center of the ring. What do these men have left?
Welcome to a new age of combat. MLW Wrestling. This era hits real.
The following fight is set for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the MLW Women's World Featherweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Niigata, Japan, the Big Kaiju, Shoko Nakajima.
Shoko Nakajima wreaked havoc throughout the city. When you think of the big bad kaijus throughout the world, you think of the likes of Godzilla, Mothra, Gamera. Well, this is a bit of a different take on that same mentality. I mean, sometimes you're as big and as bad as you feel, right? Maybe Shoko doesn't quite look that way in stature. She thinks big. Tokyo Joshi Pro standout, two-time Princess of Princesses champion, inaugural Tokyo Princess Tag Team champion. Certainly very decorated in her history, but looking to add MLW gold to the resume for the very first time.
And her opponent from East Hampton, Massachusetts, she is the current reigning and defending MLW Women's World Featherweight Champion, the God Queen, Delmi EXO.
The God Queen Delmi Exo showed that she is truly the most resilient champion we may have had in recent memory here in MLW. She scratched, she clawed her way through adversity throughout all of 2024. It took her 15 months to regain that featherweight championship that she lost, but coveted so tightly, so well, represented that now she reascends to the throne. That God Queen moniker, that's a mindset, that's a confidence she brings with her everywhere, and certainly that tiara, that crown is shining brighter than ever. Delmi put out the open challenge, Austin, a couple of months ago. She didn't care where you came from, who you represented. She wanted to defend that championship against you. And a couple of months ago, Tara Zepp, in very violent formation, accepted that championship challenge. She was the first vanquished. But does Delmi Exo have what it takes to overcome this challenge? Austin, you're all about playing the psychological game. You're all about a thinking man's wrestler. You've got two very confident athletes. One who considers himself a God Queen, one who considers himself a big kaiju. That's the prize, the featherweight title. Who do you give the edge to, if anyone, here as the bell is about to ring?
Dombrowski, the edge always goes to the champion, because you have to pin the champion or make them submit to win the championship yourself.
That's very true, and I'm still reeling over what just happened to our president, Cesar Duran. Blinded by Akira Kwan that missed. Contra made their presence known, obviously targeting the middleweight title, obviously targeting our front office. Nobody is safe. Nobody's been safe. And of course, Matt Riddle, from what I'm understanding and what I'm hearing, it's believed to be broken ribs that he's suffering from. And he has not been ruled out for Battle Riot. But I would suggest, Austin, whether he makes it to the ring or not, his odds of being able to defend himself in any kind of a way are very well endowed, as you talked about.
Well, listen, he was already facing tough odds to retain the championship, and now, not going into the Battle Riot 100%, it's going to be even that much more difficult.
Well, difficult for Delmi Exo right now to figure out the big kaiju, who I believe officially measures 4'10", but don't tell her that. She is the 1.47 meter big kaiju who's able to get underneath the reverse on Delmi Exo. Have that double leg toe hold. Delmi gets to the ropes. Notice that Delmi was able to slide to the ropes because, well, not a lot of weight keeping her down.
No, and she, you know, she's tall. She's a tall girl. She's going to have the size advantage for sure. She calls herself the God Queen, so she obviously believes in herself, and she's the champion right now. She should.
Nakajima, a 12-year pro, and look at a spring in with a senton, nicely done. Nakajima into the cover, hooks the leg for two. Nakajima was ranked number 29 out of every female wrestler in the entire world just a couple of years ago by Pro Wrestling Illustrated, their women's 250 issue. So all the fans, wait, another cover here. All the fans of Joshi Wrestling, the international scene, have realized the potential and the success of Nakajima for a long time now. Certainly inevitable that she makes her way to the featherweight division.
And the thing is, Dombrowski, when you are only 4'10", you have to be that much better than everybody else to succeed. So obviously she's highly skilled, or she wouldn't be in the position she is right now, challenging for the championship.
No doubt, but Delmi brings that power, that discus lariat, traps Nakajima into the cover. 2 count only. And notice Delmi right on top of things, that top wrist lock.
And she's smart, she's grounding her, right? Don't let her get to a vertical base. Don't let her start using her speed. Keep her on the mat, keep her under your control.
Delmi at one point held the WXW women's title in Germany in conjunction with that featherweight title of MLW, and 2 count off the leg sweep.
You know, the only thing that can be a disadvantage sometimes as the champion is you get a little overconfident, right? You maybe underestimate your opponent because you're the champ and you feel like you're the best.
This a little bit of a cross-legged, maybe brain buster, half a fisherman buster and half a.
Let her think about it for a while too. Let all that blood rush to the head.
Oh, it just bridges back. Nicely done. Delmi Exo, 2 count only. She got all the impact on Nakajima, and she limited the damage to herself by staying on her feet.
She looks a little in a bit of disbelief.
Austin, what was the toughest part for you when you were scouting an opponent from Japan or a different country in general?
Well, it's just, stylistically it's different, right? So you have to look at, let's be honest, Dombrowski, nothing was difficult for me when I scouted my opponents.
Maybe I'll word that differently. For a normal person, for a layman, what do you think would be most difficult?
Well, I just think you have to do your homework, right? You gotta dig in the tape. You gotta find out what their strengths and their weaknesses are, what their style is, and then you gotta figure a way to combat that.
Missile drop kick by Delmi Exo. She could have very well combated it, but not to a decisive 3 count. Nakajima's got some staying power and another kick out.
You know what I appreciate? She's hooking a leg every time.
Yeah.
No lazy covers here.
And I also appreciate just the emphatic kickouts by Nakajima, showing she's still in the fight.
Well, again, that's psychological, right? When you take out strong like that, that tells your opponent you're still doing good.
Yeah, and I wonder if this graphic you're seeing is up to date. I wonder if Matt Riddle will make it to Battle Riot 7. We've seen so many of the luchadors. We've seen Contra. We've seen St. Laurent's crew. We've seen Pumaye, the Rogue Horseman. They all have a stake as Delmi Exo fires back and shuts Nakajima down. Saw a bit of a twist to the facial expression of Delmi a moment ago. It could be uncertainty. It could be just a quizzical nature as Delmi got caught with a really impressive Nakajima drop kick.
That's impressive vertical for someone that's under 5 foot.
Yeah, no doubt. But that speaks to your point about if a size is a weakness, you got to compensate. We see that a lot too here in MLW. Ariel Dominguez comes to mind, somebody who never outsizes his opponents, but is always in the fight. Oh man, but Delmi.
That's innovative.
Got dropped on her dome. That springboard just elevated Nakajima that much higher in the air and got more impact on the way down.
Whoa!
All through the ropes. Shades of another athlete we've seen here before in MLW, the recently retired Homicide. Shout out to Notorious 187. Thank you, I could never do that. Nakajima certainly using that size to her advantage because not many people can go through the ropes and rotate that way, right?
But she's got to get her in the ring. She can't win the match outside the ring. She can't become the champion as long as Delmi Exo's outside.
Good point, good point. You can't waste time, Shoko. This could be it. Hooks the leg, but Delmi powers out. And I'm not sure if Delmi, and not to say she didn't study, because I believe she did, but I don't know if Delmi was truly prepared for what Nakajima brought to the table. Oh, nice cutter from the blind side. Nakajima got dropped, but notice Delmi taking pause.
Well, they've both taken some punishment here. Sometimes you just need a second to catch your wind and then formulate your strategy, right?
And there's a backbreaker by Delmi, using that power again.
And then just dumped her like a bag of garbage onto the mat.
And into the cover, 2, and a kick out. Got to admire the staying power of Nakajima, and that speaks to that kaiju mentality. And you can't judge her by the cover, by the frame, by the physique, right? There is a big-time fight inside of this athlete. No matter what she says, what she is, what matters is what she does in that ring.
Yeah, and if you notice, Dombrowski, every time she kicks out, Delmi Exo's getting more and more flustered, asking herself what she's got to do to keep her down.
Yeah, and Delmi got dropped in this double underhook, modified chicken wing, and I don't know if Nakajima had the leverage based on the height of Delmi, but Delmi's looking for the Delmi driver. It's what won her the championship on 2 separate occasions. Oh, leg sweep, jackknife pin, Nakajima. I had to catch Delmi out of sorts, who's going for the Delmi driver once again.
If she hits this, she's gonna be 3'10".
Notice Nakajima dropping to a knee, trying to move that leg away from Delmi's reach. It's an excellent counter, and then pushing up. with that kick from underneath. Delmi's dazed. Tiger feint, kick back. Caught her on the rebound.
The first one don't get you, the second one will.
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That adjustment midstream kept her momentum too. DDT drops Delmi.
Don't waste any time, get up there.
Yeah, this could be your moment. You've worked 12 years for this opportunity. Delmi Exo's not moving. Huge senton splash. Nakajima just won the featherweight title. What a moment. Shoko Nakajima has unseated Delmi Exo, and no disrespect to Nakajima, who's being adorned with these streamers at this celebration by all of these fans, sold out over 2,000 strong. Austin, with the focus of Delmi lately, I didn't see this coming.
No, I didn't either. She's been on a roll, but it only takes 3 seconds. 3 seconds, we have a new champion.
Imagine the emotion going through Delmi's mind, her heart. She's got to be breaking up inside, but that respect factor's still there. Delmi's frustrated, but she got beaten by the better athlete here tonight. And let's take a look at some of the action. That delayed suplex that we talked about earlier, Austin, all the blood rushing to the brain. And then we were so impressed by this as well.
Just throw caution to the wind.
Tope Suicida Con Hero. The senton knocks the air out of Delmi Exo. And we have a brand new women's featherweight champion here tonight. Congratulations to Nakajima. Not something we expected, but a huge celebration going down right now in Los Angeles.
It might not be the only championship we see switch hands tonight, because in Battle Riot, the odds are Matt Riddle's not walking out of here champion. They didn't go buy some shoes, finally.
Well, yeah, Matt Riddle may have broken ribs. We don't know what his number is. We don't know what his health is, but he's got 39 people gunning for him. And if you're new to MLW, let's take you in and show you the rules to the Battle Riot.
And ladies and gentlemen, here are the rules of Riot. Battle Riot begins with 2 competitors inside the ring. A new participant enters every 60 seconds. Eliminations occur by pinfall, submission, or by being thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the arena floor. In the Battle Riot, there are no disqualifications, and weapons are legal. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Major League Wrestling history, the MLW World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line during the Battle Riot. Los Angeles, California, are you ready to riot? Then let's see which combatant has drawn number 1.
Here we go, Petty. There's surprises galore. Could be anybody. Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Alex!
No way!
Hammerstone!
Alex Hammerstone's only been back in MLW for about 90 minutes, but already he's got long odds. Austin, he won Battle Riot 3 and earned a world title match against Jacob Batu, but he came in number 35 that year. He's number 1. He's got a long road to go.
Yeah, that's a big difference. He drew the short end of the stick. tonight, because he's going to have to go through all 39 men if he wants to be victorious and become the MLW World Champion.
Hammer, about 270 pounds.
Yes, he's built, but he doesn't have a lot of stamina. Right, when you carry that much muscle around, it affects your stamina. Him drawing number 1 puts him at a big disadvantage.
And now, let's see which combatant has drawn number 2. The Maharaja Raj Jesse!
They call him the Maharaja, and that name is associated with royalty, with wealth, with prestige, and certainly World Championship gold would go right along with Raj Desi, about a 6'5", 270-pounder who has been a world champion before elsewhere.
Absolutely, and this is the beautiful thing about Battle Riot. You don't know who's going to walk down that entryway. I don't think this is the only surprise we're going to see here tonight. But Raj Desi, look at him. He looks great.
Oh, yeah, this guy is absolutely chiseled. But Hammerstone has made a career and a lifestyle out of bodybuilding, out of weightlifting. We got a couple of hosses going to battle here.
Now, personally, if I drew number 1 and 2, I'd try to work a deal out with this guy. Say, yeah, let's not beat up on each other too much right now. We got to make it to the end. Let's just kind of hang out here for a bit.
I understand that, but the question is, can you trust anybody?
We can't trust anybody.
Entrance every 60 seconds, over the top rope, pinfall or submission. Weapons legal and encouraged. Combo type center in.
Weapons are legal. Why didn't neither of these men have a weapon? I would have definitely brought a weapon.
I'd say their hands are their weapons.
Fair point.
Hammerstone, a world champion of MLW, 644 days. That stands as one of the 2 longest reigns of all time.
In this day and age, to hold any title for that length of time is astonishing.
Raj Desi sends Hammerstone in. And what a moment it could be for Desi. His first time in MLW. If he eliminates Hammerstone and ruins his homecoming.
There,
well, jockeying near the ropes, but we're going to have some company. Atlantis Jr., the second-generation athlete, we saw get a big victory in our opening contest tonight. The legend of Atlantis goes decades and decades. Atlantis had a great showing in Opera Cup last year. We'll see how he does in Battle Riot.
Oh,
nice crossbody. Now, Austin, does the Lucha Libre style help or hinder you when over the top rope is a means of elimination?
Well, I think, it hinders you in that respect because, a lot of these guys like to fly over the top rope. They like to do things off the top rope. It would make no sense to climb to the top turnbuckle in a match like this because you put yourself in jeopardy.
It was Atlantis hindering Raj Desi for a moment, but coming back with a high knee takes everybody down.
Yeah, this 60 seconds are going to come real quick.
Desi looking to ground Atlantis Jr. and the CMLL representation continues. It is Virus, a 4-decade veteran, one of the most well-respected maestros or trainers south of the border. We've seen Virus a number of times before, and Austin, I think the biggest weapon he has is that low center of gravity.
And his second biggest weapon's that mullet.
It was in style when he started wrestling. There's a low
It's
drop
back
kick.
in style now. I've got one too.
Anything you got's in style. Hammerstone, though, he's what's in style in MLW. A man that has reigned as the franchise of this great organization. Now finds himself surrounded by luchadors. And Virus hits at Tijeras.
Oh. Take all your fancy lucha, but a nice boot right in the mouth.
Yeah,
I'll take care of all that.
Raj Desi hasn't been on American television as much lately, but he's been making big headlines all over the world winning championships in Mexico. I was with him in Qatar in the Middle East a couple of months ago.
Stop putting yourself over, Dombrowski.
This man putting in the miles is Raj Desi. Oh, here's a Battle Riot veteran. I believe his third Battle Riot, Jesus Rodriguez, who has shed the tuxedo for his traditional battle gear. You gotta wonder what's on the mind of Jesus. Is he concerned about the status and health of Cesar Duran?
We can't worry about that right now. He's in a match with high stakes.
Gotta wonder who's watching Selena and Doro's baby now that Jesus is down here. Look out, Kamagiri rocks Hammerstone. If you're Hammerstone and if you're Raj, there's a styles clash here in the opening. How do you survive this lucha barrage?
Honestly, if I was in there, I would just try to hide in the corner as long as I could. Hope everyone just left me alone.
Fair point. There's something to be said about a defensive approach to these matches. We've seen people sneak out. We've seen people hide under the ring. They always get caught. It's very difficult to do. But the action comes fast and furious. The newly re-energized Star Jr., hair flowing, face exposed. What a great first chapter of his maskless career could be if he wins the world title tonight. Jesus Rodriguez, victim of a neck breaker, but I'll tell you what, Cesar, Selena, Azteca Lucha got a lot of dollars tied up into the ring in the Riot right now. I'd say Azteca Lucha, when you look at the sheer numbers, they have the greatest odds of finding a winner than anybody.
Oh,
whoa.
Almost had her first elimination. Lucky he landed on the apron there. Springboard, risky.
Oh, Atlantis Jr. tried to catch him with the momentum, carried him over. Star Jr. is so quick on his feet and puts all of his weight behind that takedown.
Ring's starting to fill up here, Dombrowski.
And talk about what dangers come the more it fills up.
Oh, there's just more men in the ring. You know, you got, no matter where you go, you got danger.
Arms and legs everywhere. You get blindsided, you get chop blocked, someone can land on you.
Less room to maneuver around.
Hammer throw suplexes. We're up to number 7. Esfinge, we just saw fight his heart out in that three-way matchup. Austin, he's had some time to rest, but is it enough?
Well, we're going to find out, but obviously a bit of a disadvantage if you had to wrestle here once already tonight. Some of these guys are coming in completely fresh.
Some could say it could help loosen you up, but in other ways, if there's too much time between matches, it could work in the opposite
It's actually
effect,
worse,
right?
yeah, when you cool back down after already being warmed up. And let's be honest, anybody who draws in the first half of this, you know, up to 20 is at a bit of a disadvantage.
Oh, no question. It's all about the luck of the random draw that went down earlier today.
Jesus finds himself in a bad position here. Like, you don't want to be elevated in a match like this, but the difference between this and a normal battle royal is you can also be pinned, you can also be submitted.
Yeah, you're not safe anywhere. And Virus helping out Esfinge. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Here comes your boy Hammer. And the tower falls. Wait, Raj Desi with a cover. And Virus has been eliminated.
Opportunist, that's what you got to be in one of these matches.
Yeah, Raj Desi.
And Raj Desi, listen, he's a veteran. He's a smart wrestler. I'm not surprised that he took advantage of that.
Back to the rope, looking all around, and he better have his head in a swivel, because here's the man that may have sent Cesar Duran to the hospital, Akira Kwan, the pit fighter from the Far East, and the first representative of Contra Unit.
Yeah, he already made one statement tonight. Let's see if he can make another.
You'll see, there's a lot of similarities with Akira Kwan and Janai Kai as far as how quick and precise they are with their strikes. And the thing about Kwan, too, is he's putting on size very rapidly. He's got much more power and much more confidence than I'd ever seen him before.
What'd you give him your diet plan, Dombrowski?
Well, not that kind of size. Jesus with Star Jr. on the back end of the ring. And there you see Quan working on Esfinge. Frank Gastineau, senior referee, in the ring to call the pinfall.
Wait. Oh.
Star Jr.
Star
barely
Jr.
got up. And there you see Atlantis Jr. focusing on Quan. You got to wonder what these luchadors think about Quan. Wait a minute. Quan in trouble. Quan said he wanted that middleweight title. And you know, there's a lot of luchadors who have been working their butts off to get the Mystico that may take umbrage with that.
Well, they can take umbrage all they want, but hey, make a move. Tonight, Quan made a move.
He did. Number 9's going to make a move. Barbado Cavernario. And here's a guy who you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know what he's thinking. This guy's out there.
And this kind of match, that unpredictability actually works in your favor because this match is unpredictable.
No doubt, no doubt. And Cavernario unloading on whatever's moving.
Oh. You got to think too in a match like this, Dombrowski. You let your opponent pin somebody else. You're not breaking up any pins. You're not breaking up any submissions. Let them get them out of there.
No, that's smart, 100%. That's what you got to do. These fans are just coming alive for Cavernario, who is somebody that I don't think anybody can figure out.
Hammerstone's about to figure him out right now. A couple of fists upside the head.
Gonna punch through him. I believe it's Cavernario's second riot. It's another Lucha Libre legend. Blue Panther, forever etched in time. What a cap off it would be for his historic multi-decade career to score a victory and become a world champion. 45 plus years in the game for El Maestro Negunero.
Could you imagine if Blue Panther walks out of here as the MLW champion tonight?
It could happen.
Insane.
He's wiped out everybody. We've seen his son.
Listen to the crowd.
This place is absolutely electric for Lucha royalty. A man that's been wrestling so long, he took the mask of the late great Art Barr once upon a time. And Quan into the cover. Quan just dropped his Esfinge and couldn't get the 3. And trying to pin Esfinge. Hammerstone in a focused and determined way. Doesn't matter what style you are, what country you came from, how many years in the sport you have. Shots to the back of the head, right in that famed external occipital protuberance of Jesus Rodriguez. Check out the horses in the corner. Raj Desi and Hammerstone, numbers 1 and 2, still in this thing 10 minutes later.
Yeah, I'd be staying away from those guys for sure. I'd try to find myself anywhere but around those guys.
Magnus, another athlete, an important part of that 6-man tag team matchup earlier tonight. We'll see what Magnus does as he picks up right where he left off with Atlantis Jr. Stereo cutters, one after the other. Atlantis Jr. a sitting duck as Magnus a double underhook. Nice backbreaker. Is that going to do it for Atlantis Jr.? And that may have been instinct by Star Jr. But to your point, Austin, that wasn't smart to break up that
Not at all. No, I would have jumped on top.
These men are so used to being in trios matches and multi-man
That's fair.
singles matches.
That's fair.
Sometimes
instinct just takes over.
Yeah, just muscle memory sometimes. Wait a minute, Magnus.
Hey, we got another one out.
Sends Atlantis Jr. out. Atlantis Jr. was already dazed from Magnus's backbreaker, so I think Star Jr. only prevented the inevitable. Check out Desi in trouble. Jesus gets dropped.
Yeah, he's holding on that bottom rope.
Action everywhere you look. The 7th installment of Battle Riot. Certainly, maybe the most star-studded of all time. Whoa! Big Toko's back. Former MLW World Tag Team Champion as part of the Samoan SWAT team, and I believe the 3rd Battle Riot for 450-pound Juicy Finau.
That's a big man.
Oh, check Hammer. Hammer's got the torture rack on Quan, and one member of Contra has tapped out. You know that's going to tick off Matt Kruger. And check this out. History here as Finau, the big Tongan with that hard skull, raining down on Hammerstone.
Yeah, very few men can drop Alex Hammerstone like Juicy Finau just did.
But who can elevate Juicy Finau?
Well, they're going to work together. Oh.
All the luchadors realize the threat. Juicy's head is the size of some of these guys' torsos.
Yeah, that might be the only way you're going to get him over. Take 3 or 4 or 5 men to do that.
Blue Panther tried to get underneath and do what he could. And oh, wait a minute, the legend in trouble. Raj Desi, Juicy Finau.
The crowd does not approve.
Well, this crowd is. Oh, whoa! There goes Star. There goes Cavernario. Esfinge as well. Hammerstone's chucking bodies.
Enough's enough, he said.
Finau's got the legendary Blue Panther. And Desi, I think, tried to lift the leg of Juicy Finau, and even at Desi's size, he couldn't budge him. Number 13 is next. Another lucha legend, Ultimo Guerrero. Things did not go his way in that trios match, but he's still coming out in good spirits. He's another man we've seen challenge Mystico a number of times for that middleweight title. But if he wins here, he's up a weight class.
Was there a rule on how quickly you have to get in the ring? Because I would have probably done 3 or 4 more laps.
You don't want to tire yourself out either. I think at some point the referees have to put their foot down. I think technically you got to be in the ring before the next number hits.
Okay, that makes sense.
Look out, Desi just caught Ultimo. Man, and when have you seen somebody manhandle a legend like that, but out of the way? Desi got elevated. Wow. This man is 275 pounds. And Ultimo treated him like a feather.
Low center of gravity wins.
Ultimo Guerrero's feeling it. Number 13 could be his lucky number. Oh, it's the legend. Unfortunately, he won't see his son in there. But the 4-decade lucha icon, Atlantis, has an opportunity to etch his name in history. You know, Austin, we celebrated last year Mystico, the first Mexican-born athlete in the 140-year history of the Opera Cup to win that trophy and take it to Mexico. We could have the first ever CMLL luchador to win the MLW World title.
Can we just talk about, you keep saying legend. You've said this like 4 times now because we've had, just look at it. Look at all the like say, lucha royalty in this ring.
We could start a Lucha Libre Hall of Fame just in this building tonight.
Absolutely.
And
but right now, Blue Panther finds himself in a bad position.
Yeah. Blue Panther has quickly become the favorite.
He's over.
Of over 2,000
But he's got to drop to the floor. He's still hanging on.
Ultimo trying to leverage him over, but Panther's got a death grip on that middle rope. Big Juice and Hammer doing battle. Imagine the might to those shots to the head of Juicy to get him to let go. And it's the sorcerer, Hechicero. And there's a guy with some power to throw some people over the top rope.
Yeah, not your prototypical luchador. It's more of a strength-based power game. Here.
Yeah, thought we were going to see a pinfall. Gaston was counting, but Hechicero had something else in mind. Working on Magnus, working on Panther, working on Guerrero. Oh. A head scissors takedown. He drove him down. And again, an interruption by Blue Panther, which I wouldn't advise, but maybe he feels that he wants allies in there.
Well, there are no allies in this kind of match, Dombrowski.
Oh.
It's every man for himself. You can't let friends or alliances, unless you've made some kind of special pact in the back.
Oh, that's true. And I wonder if some of these luchadors got together and said, you know, let's thin out the field and then decide it amongst ourselves.
Well, listen, when you're in there with a guy like Hammerstone or Raj Desi or Juicy, it'd probably be in your best interest to form some kind of pact or work together.
Blue Panther in trouble again on the far side. You can hear this crowd concerned about their hero.
Oh.
Number 16 on the way. Oh, it's one half of the MLW Tag Team Champions. Okumura returns to the Riot. We've seen his tag team partner Kojima, the only two-time world champion. Maybe tonight's Okumura's night to put his name in the history books. The ride. Hechicero got caught into a super cozy cutter. Nicely done, and one for Magnus. And Okamura can fire those off in such quick succession. Blue Panther had a plan, though.
And listen, some of these guys right now, they're using smart strategy.
Look at this, Austin.
Oh, now this is special here, huh?
Atlantis and Blue Panther, the top rivalry of 1991. It put both those men on the map. They never finished their rivalry because of, yes, get this, a wrestler strike. They have been at odds with each other for 35 years. What a moment to see them hook it up again in Battle Riot. Guerrero taken down right back to his feet. That's the great thing about this match. Legends collide with legends.
Oh, look at this submission.
Confrontations you never thought you'd see. And look at the contortion from Ultimo Guerrero. Look at submission.
Nobody break it up now. There we go.
And Atlantis, I think, was forced to concede.
Yeah.
Desi in trouble. He's over the top but hasn't hit. Courtesy of Jesus.
Wait.
What? Desi got a cover on Jesus. Well, that on the screen, 1 in a trillion. Maybe the odds of this young man, Ariel Dominguez, who at one point held the record for shortest Battle Riot time ever of 13 seconds. Ariel's got a great amateur sense, though. He's got that low center of gravity. He can avoid the top rope. He could submit. He could trap. A lot of guys catch him unaware. Check that out! Ariel Dominguez, Tijeras.
And I think he already beat his record, 14 seconds. Good job, kid.
Oh, well, maybe only barely. Ariel in on Raj Desi. Through the ropes, and I admire the attempt. A for effort. Desi, wait a minute, that's Ariel in trouble. Raj Desi's teetering. Desi's teetering. He may be out of here. Ariel Dominguez could make the biggest headline so far. But Raj back in. Raj number 2, Hammerstone number 1.
Still in there.
They have been in this matchup for 16 minutes and counting. And Hammerstone's got to go coast to coast if he wants the world title that helped launch him, that made him a hot commodity in this industry. And it's Hammerstone just leveling in the corner. I believe that's Magnus. Dominguez has Ultimo Guerrero. And Ariel is he's a man surrounded by gods here with these lucha legends. Here comes Panther. Oh, anytime Panther gets off his feet, a collective gasp.
Oh!
Tiaras! Oh! Blue Panther's timeless! He's gonna win it. He's gonna win it. Mr. Thomas, number 18, chief fight strategist of the Bumaye Fight Club. And I believe this is his 4th Battle Riot. Meanwhile, Ultimo Guerrero has been eliminated. Oh, and Thomas gets rid of Okamura as well. Oh God, Ariel just got booted through his chest. There's a cover. Hechicero has eliminated Blue Panther.
Oh, crowd's not going to be happy with that.
Magnus is gone.
Oh, wow.
Hechicero's gone. Oh, God. Ariel.
Thanks for coming.
Ariel in the sky. Eliminated.
Mr. Thomas making a big statement.
And as we hit Jesus, as we hit the 20-minute mark, you can tell fatigue is setting in. And oh my God! 450-pound Juicy is slammed. He's out. Holy jeez. Wait, Raj Desi looking for that Cobra Clutch slam. That's how he won the world title. And Desi's gone. This ring has been cleared. My God, Hammerstone and Thomas face to face, a couple of horses. Thomas elevates Hammerstone. Nightmare pendulum. Oh my God.
I've taken that and it knocks you silly.
Thomas realized he's got to get the hell out of there or he'll be pinned. But what did that move take out of Hammerstone?
Well, don't forget Hammerstone was the first man in there.
Journey Fatu. And Austin, this is the younger brother of Jacob Fatu, who was Hammerstone's top rival. And somehow he's even bigger than Jacob. He looks about 350 pounds.
Yeah, you know the history between Hammerstone and the Fatus, and it's continuing right here, right now.
It's like Hammer's seen a ghost. Hammerstone and Fatu, the biggest world title matches in history of MLW.
Quiet, Dombrowski.
Hammerstone wondered how many there are. Maybe as many as it takes to take him down. Journey Fatu of the Samoan Wrestling Dynasty, son of the Tonga Kid, 10-year pro, and a certified badass. Savate kick gets Hammerstone off guard. Samoan drop, his version of the alley-oops, got countered, and Hammer with a sick kick. You felt that kick before.
I have.
And Hammer, no.
Is he going to try it on?
Nightmare pendulum at 350, but Journey Fatu. And you got to believe he talked to Big Brother and figure out all the ways to succeed in MLW. Jacob Fatu was world champion 820 days.
Well, not only that, I'm sure he was watching when his brother was here, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he didn't have to get a scouting report. He was watching it while it was happening. He knows all Hammerstone's weaknesses and strengths.
Here's somebody with a lot of strengths. Boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, mixed martial arts. The first representative of the Rogue Horsemen is the man with the most educated feet, Bobby Fish.
Oh,
geez.
just got
Mr. Thomas.
blindsided.
Yeah, I forgot about Thomas on the outside. Thomas has not been eliminated, by the way. But keep in mind the bad blood between the Boomerang Fight Club and the Rogue Horsemen that have waged many, many months. And couple that with the Hammerstone Fatu family rivalry that's waged for years, and we got some bad blood in Battle Riot 7.
And Bobby Fish didn't even get into the ring. His night might be over before it even started.
Yeah, I mean, not by his own accord. You can't throw Fish out or leave him null and void because things are just too intense between Boomerang and the Horsemen. And Hammer throws Journey in. Oh, what a spine buster! That's insane power. The cover, no. Hammerstone knows what that feeling's like. To think of Fatu's beaten. Oh, wait a minute. Bobby Fish has some backup. It's C-Dub. And he's got a crowbar. C-W with a crowbar.
Finally, somebody brought a weapon.
Well, think back to the days of the Extreme Horsemen with Steve Corino and Simon Diamond and Barry Windham. Oh. CW has extreme roots through and through. And this matchup, all three of these men on the outside are in this thing, but they've not even fought their way into the ring. And these referees are intimidated. I'm intimidated. I don't blame them.
I'm not intimidated.
Well, go do something about this.
I'm not getting paid to do something about this. I'm getting paid to talk.
Well, Bobby Fish getting his shots in. It's 2-on-1 on the outside. And a trademark Samoan Dynasty chop by Journey Fatu. And Thomas hits I'm not in this match. Please leave me alone.
You heard what you said about him, Dombrowski. Better watch your mouth.
Well, he used a crowbar, am I lying?
It's legal. Weapons are legal. I don't know why everyone didn't bring a weapon down.
Get in the ring and hit him. Journey Fatu, the Odyssey of Death, as he's called, firing away on Hammerstone. Here comes 22. What? Chris Adonis.
The master of the master lock.
The celestial specimen. Could he turn Battle Riot into his own personal masterpiece? Chris Adonis going right for Fatu. And this is another big, jacked individual with a lot of experience. Austin, he's been on global television since what, 23 years of age? He's got a lot of big fight matches under his belt.
And he got a lot of experience, and he's obviously a physical specimen. And he's smart. He kept his shirt on.
Yeah, well, I can only do so much to absorb the shots of someone like Journey Fatu. Chris Adonis has won championships in Canada, the Stewart Heritage title, WWC in Puerto Rico. He's been a globetrotter as well when he's not been in the States, and certainly somebody in as good a shape, if not better, than we've ever seen him.
Let's see if Hammerstone and
whoa, Journey's gone! Once Hammer got that momentum rolling, the big man couldn't stop.
Wait a minute now, we got a couple of body guys in there.
Yeah. We got some more meat on meat. Meanwhile, on the outside, it's still a mugging, but in the ring, it's Chris Adonis.
Or you get a pose down.
Hammer loves to feed off that energy from these fans.
Oh! Completely legal.
Yep. To your point.
Oh, he's got going for the master lock.
Can he get the fingers locked around those giant traps of Hammer? He's struggling. Hammer fighting. Hammer
gets it locked.
Will Hammer submit? If he does. Hammer already fighting off the effects of that low blow and somehow broke the momentum of Chris Adonis. Pump kick as Hammerstone hits 21 minutes and counting in the Battle Riot. Well, Paul Walter Hauser's brand new movie, The Luckiest Man in America, just dropped in theaters last night.
Not this guy.
He'll have to be that to win the world title tonight. He is really pressing his luck.
I'll give him credit. He didn't come with a weapon. He came with a shopping cart full of weapons.
Yeah. Hauser in his second Battle Riot. Saw him involved last year where he eliminated filthy Tom Lawler, and he's learned a lot in the 12 months since. Oh, what's he got down there? Myers? Oh,
yeah.
CW.
See, pander to the crowd, and that's what happens. You get punched right in the mouth.
Well, keep in mind, Hauser's been a victim of the muggings and the gang assaults from the Horsemen as well. It was Hauser with Paul London who dumped BRG and Huddy a couple of months ago. Hey, get away from here. Get away from here, come on. They're fighting over the pliers.
Oh, he's sticking it in his forehead.
Pliers into the skull of Hauser. Get out of here. Get in the damn ring. Get in the ring.
Isn't it kind of ironic he brought those down with him and then got used on him?
Yes, it is. It's very ironic. And in the ring, Hammerstone's in
that's right.
trouble.
You tell him, CW.
Adonis is using Hauser's weapons. Oh, and here comes BRG. The man that promises sweet victory and a rogue horseman dynasty filled with championship gold. What does he see? What does he see? Oh, it's Thomas! The Horseman focused on Hauser and forgot about Thomas. And BRG taking solace in the ring.
Oh, he got kendo sticks.
Hauser, he's bleeding. He's right in front of us. And Thomas, nobody took more delight in the destruction and silencing
He looks like a stuck pig.
Of Boomaye.
Literally.
More than BRG did.
I'm good. No, thanks. Yeah.
Hey, Bobby, your boy's in trouble. Yeah, pay attention. Hauser got the kendo stick. Hauser, a protege, a trainee of Paul London, and he certainly has no fear. You gotta have a screw at least a little bit loose to survive in Battle Riot. And he's not thinking about Hollywood looks or his next film contract. Hauser wants to be world champion. It can happen.
I'll give Paul Walter Hauser one thing. He's got an impressive set of calves.
There you go. Adonis with a pipe to be found under a sink or something. Bobby Fish gets clothesline. Hauser's had to fight the Horsemen 3 and 4 on 1 before. It didn't end well. Oh, it worked. Matt Riddle, the champion.
Let's see what kind of condition he's in.
He's here. He's willing to fight. You gotta think it's against doctor's orders. You gotta think he's got broken ribs.
See, the ribs are taped up pretty well.
But the only way to defend the crown you worked 7 years to get is to enter the Riot. And with Riddle in the Battle Riot, the world title is officially in play.
Maybe if Riddle didn't smoke so much marijuana, he would have thought to use his title as a weapon.
Well, I think Riddle thinks that title is sacred, and he wants to covet it at all costs. So, Aries, at this point, we know that if Riddle is eliminated at any time, we have a new champion. Guaranteed a new champion.
Which means everyone should work together to get rid of Riddle so we can have a new champion, finally.
We know he's a marked man, not just because he's the champion, but also because he's injured. And CW, the veteran, in the best shape of his life, zeroes in.
Hammerstone's still in there. Remember, he was number 1.
Yeah.
And right now, being smart, catching a little bit of a breath in the corner.
Hammerstone is about to pass 25 minutes in this Battle Riot. Matt Riddle won last year's Battle Riot to earn the shot at the title he has now. I mentioned it earlier, Austin. There have never been anyone who's won 2 Battle Riots, let alone back-to-back.
Well, and the stakes have never been higher either in a Battle Riot. It's the first time ever for the World Championship.
That's true. Oh, and the Rogue Horseman picture has been completed. Brock Anderson. And think about it, Austin. How many bunkhouse stampedes has Brock's dad been in? That's right up the alley of the Andersons. Something like Battle Riot.
Absolutely. And like you said now, you got all the Rogue Horsemen in there. These guys should work together.
Whoa!
Hey, wow, Mr. Thomas.
6'7" of Mr. Thomas, eliminated by the champion. That's a pretty conclusive test of those ribs. Riddle is ready to fight.
I'll tell you, adrenaline's a hell of a thing, Dombrowski. When it gets pumping, all of a sudden all your injuries disappear.
No doubt, no doubt. And BRG focusing on Riddle. If you ask BRG, he should already be the world champion. The man thinks the world revolves around him, and by the time he's done, it just might.
Well, look, he's smart. He's targeting the ribs right now.
Like a vulture circling a corpse. Like a shark smelling blood. Paul Walter Hauser's a mess.
And he's bleeding.
This is not the way I think he envisioned spending opening weekend, but maybe it was, who knows? Oh, here comes his mentor and trainer, the intrepid traveler. Paul London has landed. And a man who was not present, he was touring overseas the last time the Road Horseman jumped Paul Walter Hauser. And there goes Bobby Finn. London has waited for a month's time to get retribution on the Road Horseman. He humiliated Gosselin in that honey trap match, but the Horsemen have not let up.
Is he wearing a jumpsuit?
He's wearing what Paul London wears, yes. Wait, is that the Master Lock? Master Lock on Riddle.
Oh,
the Master Lock's on Riddle. The fingers are locked. Riddle's over the top. If he drops, he's out. If he drops, he's out. And the ribs of Riddle still badly damaged, but he was rescued, I think inadvertently, by London. Wait a minute, Riddle, the leg strength. Riddle eliminates Chris Adonis.
That was impressive, especially when you take into account how his ribs got to be feeling.
Yeah, I know. Riddle knows a few ways to numb the pain, but that speaks a lot. If he's able to shrug that off.
Yeah, I thought I smelt that when he came ringside.
And then play through and fight through this pain as Riddle goes right for C.W. Anderson. That's the fighting champion Riddle is. He's not hiding in a corner. He's not resting. His ribs are broken. Every breath hurts Matt Riddle to take.
Oh, but he turned his back.
But he keeps fighting.
You cannot play to the crowd in a match like this. There's too many men in the ring. You got to stay focused.
Alex Kane, number 28. And keep in mind, he won Battle Riot 5. He set the record 49 minutes and 45 seconds. That's the longest time in a Battle Riot yet. He's got his own issues with the Horseman. CW rolled up. Did he eliminate him? CW's out.
Oh,
there goes Hauser. There goes Brock. And the suplex assassin explodes. But my God, Hammerstone's still in this. And Austin. Kane is a man who choked out Hammerstone. Kane is the man who won the world title from Hammer once upon a time. But now 27 minutes deep, Hammer has a chance to right that perceived wrong.
Yeah, now BRG's the only Road Horseman left. He's got to do it by himself, which I know he's not happy about.
How quickly the bodies tumble. I'm not sure Brecht's even realized he's on his own legally, even though Thomas and CW are still fighting outside. Hammerstone trying to out-suplex Kane, but that may not be why. It's gut check. Neither man wants to budge.
And for Hammerstone to be, look, he just gave his back up for the suplex.
Kane got fired by Eric Bischoff, forced to dress in the parking lot. Oh, look at this. That's BRG's feet. And here comes the one-man militia. The openweight champion who was made to riot. Matthew Justice returned. And he's not empty-handed.
Smart man.
I don't know if he's smart, but he's fearless.
What's he got? What's he gonna change some light bulbs in here? He's got a ladder. What are you gonna do with that?
Whatever he damn well pleases. He lives for the rush. CW's right here. Hey! Justice on top of the Horseman. How about you guys? Justice to the aid of Paul Walter Hauser, as even though these men are eliminated, the brawl continues.
We got more action outside the ring than we have in it right now.
This is why it's a riot. Only one man can be world champion. It could be Hammer. It could be Kane once again. It could be BRG, Paul London. It might be Matt Riddle. But maybe it's Matthew Justice. Maybe Justice is a dual champion, open weight and world title. It could happen. Oh God, Brock into the steps.
Getting a little uncomfortably close to our commentary station here.
Oh,
Come on, guys, move it that way a little bit.
Brock Anderson's bleeding badly. I'm not sure if he caught a corner of those steps or if it was a kendo stick or something else. In the ring, Riddle's in trouble. Kane's trying to throw out Riddle.
BRG's in trouble.
Riddle has those long legs that he trains regularly. That may be the only thing keeping Riddle in. His ribs are practically useless. Oh my God. This man could become the only three-time world champion in MLW history. He did the unthinkable before. He's already a tag champion. With Nakajima break his own world title record.
You used the term legend a few times here tonight. We can use it again.
Yeah, no doubt. Nakajima made the MLW Championship a world title. Defended it in Japan. A man that's won top titles in every top Japanese company. And this fight continues between Brock Anderson, who is an absolute crimson mess.
Yeah, nobody bleed on me, please.
Riddle's trying to choke out Gosselin to take out the final Rogue Horseman. Hammerstone is about to pass 30 minutes in this matchup. He's got Kane in the torture rack. It eliminated Quan earlier. Will Kane submit? Oh, Kane got dropped. Burning Hammer by Hammerstone. That's going to do it. No, Kane kicked out. Holy crap. We got weapons flying. We got bodies everywhere.
Yeah, I can't even keep track of everything that's going on.
Serious blood
Pandemonium
loss.
everywhere.
Justice in trouble. And Riddle with an equalizer. Everybody loves to hurt Gosselin. Oh, Justice into the trash can. Or into the shopping cart, excuse me. But he's still in. Oh, Justice balanced himself on the guardrail. His feet never hit.
Boy, Mr. Thomas is taking him somewhere in the shopping cart.
Yeah, where's he go? You can't go to the locker room, Thomas. He's still in this.
I say he's still in the match, technically.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Justice with that pie plate. Buy the ticket, take the ride. Matthew Justice just saved himself. I think Thomas just wanted to hurt some horsemen, but Justice got two for the price of one.
Yeah, Mr. Thomas was eliminated a while ago. He's still out here beating people up.
Yeah, all three eliminated horsemen are still out here with wait a minute, look at Hauser. Hauser's got Gosselin in the ring. Hauser's got Gosselin by the arm.
Wait a minute, is this even legal?
Riddle
He's not in the match anymore. He can't eliminate somebody.
Riddle and Kojima with Gosselin and an assist from Hauser, and BRG's gone. Paul Walter Hauser gets revenge again.
That was terrible.
Oh, here's somebody that did something terrible earlier tonight. The Nomad, Bishop Dyer, and his newfound representation, Saint Laurent. Oh. And as the wreckage continues, for the first time in 13 years, Bishop Dyer has control of his own career, and he's picking up right where he and Dijak left off on the ribs of Riddle.
Yep, we're right after Riddle.
Dyer, a jiu-jitsu practitioner. He won the Pan Am Games for the IBJJF. He has rounded his style, his fighting stance is more dangerous than ever, and it's taking Kane and London together on this 6'8" behemoth who has had major success in battle royals before. But his first Ryan, Paul London, no, hangs on.
No, I don't think he did. I think he's out.
Well, that'll be a call for the referees. He looked to land at least partially on that table. I think only 1 foot may have hit.
The table might have saved him there.
Yeah. And London, well, only temporarily. London gone. And check out Kane. Check out Justice.
Could someone get Paul Walter Hauser to the back?
Well, get everybody to the back. Wait, there goes Kane. Dyer just eliminated a former Battle Riot winner and world champion. And Bishop hooked it up with Hammerstone. What a fight this would be one-on-one. On the time splitter. From the Tokyo Dome to a sold-out Los Angeles Battle Riot 7 for Kushida.
Looking for somebody to hit. Just looking, who am I going to hit?
Kushida is a junior heavyweight legend, held championships time and again in New Japan, but this is the World Heavyweight title. We'll see how he fares. Nicely done, the handspring into the drop kick.
Yeah, Kushida's highly, highly skilled.
Yeah.
I don't care what division you put him in.
2 world-class tag teams, one with Alex Shelley, one with Kevin Knight, but just as dangerous on his own as Kushida. And BRG on the table now.
What is going on here?
Wait, check this out, Austin. The former franchise and the current champion, Hammerstone and Riddle, face to face. 2 eras of MLW collide. And Austin, they're both on the receiving end. Hammer is at 31 minutes, and Riddle has broken ribs. Something's got to give.
Yeah, I'd say they're pretty even in that regard.
Those are initials we've seen before. Shane Hayes makes his MLW debut. TMDK, the Mighty Joe Steele, one of the most prolific factions in all of New Japan Pro Wrestling. That faction represented when Bad Dude Tito became Openweight champion last year. They could also represent as a world champion if Hayes wins tonight. Nice drop kick.
That's an impressive drop kick.
Alex Hammerstone still overpowering everybody at 32 minutes, and Hayes kicks out.
I'm really impressed, to be honest, because, like I said, 275 pounds, you can gas out pretty quick. The fact that Hammerstone's still in there is amazing.
What the hell's Paul Walter Hauser doing?
This guy's nuts.
You're a Golden Globe and Emmy winner. Think about this. No!
Oh!
Paul Walter Hauser just risked a ready-made Hollywood career to wipe out Brett Gosselin.
He does know that he's not in the match anymore, right, Dombrowski?
It's about so much more than that, though. He and Gosselin have been at each other's throats for many, many months. As you see, the athletes still in this thing. We've got 2 former world champions, 1 current world champion, 1 current openweight champion, 2 standouts from Japan, and a debuting monster, Bishop Dyer, represented by St. Laurent. And this has not led up the entire way. Kushida may look for a submission with that key lock of Haste.
We're not done, we got more people yet.
Yeah, number 34 is on the way. And oh my God. What the hell is he? That's a damn chainsaw! That's Kruger!
Finally!
That's a chainsaw! What do you mean finally?
That's a weapon.
He's gonna kill somebody!
Well, then he's gonna win. Hey!
Get the hell out of here! You already got a guaranteed title match. Kruger is gonna, and Justice has no fear. Get out of there, man! Get out of there! Think about this. On the kendo stick. Matt just saved his own career.
Smell the gas from that.
Also, this match has stopped. Everybody's in disbelief, and Kruger just cracked.
Well, he's got a chainsaw. Of course, it stopped. Who's gonna run into a chainsaw?
Matthew Justice. Oh no! Justice, the rebel, fought till the end.
That's the opposite of a soft landing.
Justice, and Riddle's got the chainsaw. Thank God. Thank God Riddle got that out of there. And Kruger, keep in mind, recently on Intimidation Games, it was Kruger that flat out tried to break the neck of Riddle with a choke slam. Kruger knows a Riddle in danger may be the perfect spot to activate the Gravity Gamble briefcase title shot, but he may not need it if he wins Battle Riot 7.
Right now, Riddle's just getting bent over that top rope. hand around his throat, choking him out.
And notice, Austin, in the course,
now they're all trying to work on Hammerstone.
In the course of this matchup, people have ripped and torn away at that medical tape. Riddle's ribs are exposed.
Yeah.
And
right now, Hammerstone in big trouble.
Hammer in trouble. Approaching 35 minutes. Hammer's teetering. On the tip. Oh, Hammerstone gone. And the look on Hammerstone's face could fill an entire novel, an entire autobiography.
It was really Riddle the one who kind of gave him the last shot that took him out.
That's true. Riddle, the reigning world champion, takes the prior guard out of contention. Hammer will not regain the title that took him to the stratosphere.
Impressive showing, though, for Hammerstone in his return here to MLW.
Hell of an outing. We didn't know Hammer was in the match until we came on the air, and to last out here for 35 minutes, it's just insane dedication. My hat goes off to you, Hammer.
Great delts, too.
A lot's going through that man's mind. He's a very proud fighter. He's a proud warrior, and you got to believe he'll have another day. But right now, will Riddle have another day? Will Matt Riddle be able to compete for the foreseeable future after this match? Think about the long-term damage to the ribs, even if Riddle does find a way through this match.
That's true, and right now he's in a bad way. And listen, the men are kind of double teaming him, which I would do the same thing. You got someone that's injured in there. He's the world champion. That's where you're going to put your focus.
Number 35 is the man who won Battle Riot 1 and used that win to become MLW World Champion. He lasted 46 minutes and 41 seconds that year. So to come in 35 out of 40 tonight is a huge edge. And Matt Riddle's got some backup. His filthy bro buddy, his sparring partner, Lawler and Riddle have each other's backs.
Yeah, that definitely worked in Riddle's favor because he was in a bad way, but now, at least said, he's got a little backup with his buddy in here.
And the walls were closing in on Riddle. He was surrounded by foes, and they all had a target on that rib cage. We saw Lawler right in the nick of time. Oh, that knee. No padding on Lawler's knees. He will leave his own bone exposed if it means doing that much more damage to an opponent. And it is 3 MLW World Champions, past and present, in one corner. 2 of them Battle Riot winners. And Riddle, Dyer with a shot from the blind side. Shane cuts off, oh no, the other leg of St. Laurent's contingent. These 2 massive human beings. It is an official hijack of Battle Riot 7. And also, this man has not been pinned. He has not been submit since coming to MLW. And when he hijacks a given segment, he can chuck 4, 5, 6 bodies at one time.
Hey, look, he's being joined by a guest.
Oh, no.
All right.
Why are you
Make some room, Dombrowski.
Why are you
Move
here?
over.
Why are you here? St. Laurent is here.
Yeah.
I was enjoying Battle Riot. Why? St. Laurent, what brings you out here? Why do you have to be here?
Because this is the crowning achievement of my entire life. As the most important man alive, as one of these 2 men will walk out as the heavyweight champion of the world. I have 2 skyscrapers now. Bishop Dyer, Donovan Dijak. It's the crowning of my entire legacy, going back to the Prime Minister of Canada until now. Nothing has ever been bigger.
You left out the part where you broke a guy's ribs before the match started. You lured him out here under false pretenses.
You left out the part where I'm the most brilliant promoter in the history of the sport.
Okay.
It was genius. Don't be a hater, Dombrowski.
I'm just pointing out what happened.
You're just sour that we brought in the best commentator in all of pro wrestling, and you can't stand up to him.
Oh, my God.
And if you're going to say it the right way. Say Laurent.
All right, how about that? Here's a debut in MLW. The alternative Anthony Green wants to prove he's the best thing in wrestling today. He's captured tag team gold in Japan for Pro Wrestling Noah. Just came back from an excursion in India. And Anthony Green became the cone of Battle Riot.
Well, that's the way to enter the ring for sure.
Austin Aries canceled an excursion to India to be here tonight.
It's true.
That's the truth. He knows it's the biggest night in MLW history.
I love Curry, but I'm here instead.
I wish someone would cancel you, St. Laurent.
They've tried. They'll never get me.
Oh, my God. Well, there's a lot of people in that ring that would love a piece of it, but they got more important problems right now, namely Dyer and Dijak.
13 1/3 feet of destruction.
Oh, I forgot how good at math you are, man.
Thank you.
Well, Kruger.
Oh, Shane Haste.
He just understands how to hurt people. And back to Japan for TMDK's Shane Haste. Kushida low bridge. Wait a minute.
Might be the only way you get out.
Kruger's near 7 feet. It worked against him. Kushida kicking away.
He was looking for some help. No one was going to help him.
Well, Riddle's going to help because he knows that Kruger's got a bullseye on Riddle.
Well, you come out with a chainsaw. No one's going to help you after that.
Oh, Kushida.
Oh, the athleticism from Donovan Dijak.
St. Laurent, do you have a battle plan for Kruger and Contra?
I've had a plan my whole life that all culminates here. Live from Los Angeles, the World Heavyweight Championship at stake. I can feel it in my bones.
Here comes 38. Titus Alexander, a 7-year pro, only 24 years of age. Already done 4 tours of Japan. The youngest ever to be in Pro Wrestling Noah's N1 victory. And we'll see if Titus, with his athleticism, can be a spoiler here. Huge drop kick.
Very nice drop kick. What's he call himself? The future franchise?
He does, absolutely.
That means he's not the current franchise.
He may be if he wins.
That's true.
Second generation is Titus. His dad actually wrestled on events promoted by the late great Rowdy Roddy Piper. So you know he's picked up some information handed down from his dad that could be very valuable in a street fight mentality. Oh, with Kojima in the clutches of Kruger. Remember, I know St. Laurent, you were there. You saw it when Kruger blinded Kojima with that fireball. Oh, and he's out.
With ease, he tossed him out.
Kojima will not be a 3-time world champion.
Oh, they're nose to nose. Look how gigantic Dijak is. Oh, I'm salivating.
Yeah, well, let's see if you got a plan, though. Let's see if you can withstand the
My
odds.
plan was to salivate, and it happened.
Okay, well, you can leave then. There's a cover, and Titus kicks out.
Can you just let the guy salivate, Dombrowski?
I'd rather be
Let me salivate in peace, brother.
Well, you're sweating bad enough already, but be that as it may. Here comes... Oh, wait a minute. He's still out of prison? Dr. Dax is here? I haven't seen him in years. Another 300-plus pounder. You didn't plan on this one.
No, I thought he was in another 18 months.
Oh, jeez, and he went right for Riddle. What would the MLW World title picture look like with Dax on top?
We're getting down to it now, right?
Yeah, Dax was number 39. There's only one more to come. Riddle fights off Dax.
Well,
oh, there goes Dax!
Guess he can go back to prison.
Riddle eliminates a 300-plus pounder, but you know those ribs are still sending throbbing pain throughout Riddle's body. That tape is of no help anymore, and it's the Filthy Bros double-teaming Anthony Green.
And let's not forget who broke those ribs. Bishop Dyer, Donovan Dijak, the 2 towers that cannot be stopped.
You're so proud of yourself.
Oh, this is the proudest moment of my life.
Oh, won't be the
I
proud
had
moment.
to be ringside to watch the coronation.
Wait a minute! Lawler's gone!
Oh, see you later, buddy.
Riddle held on, but Riddle's insurance policy, his help, his sparring partner is out of here. Check out the strength of Titus lifting up Bishop.
Yeah, that was short-lived.
Death Valley driver.
And see you later.
Good outing by young Titus, but just got outmatched.
Now, this is not where you want to be if you're Matt Riddle.
I'm liking how the numbers game is developing, fellas.
The walls are closing in. You can sense Matt Riddle's world title reign reduced to seconds. Dijak, Dyer, Kruger have damaged Riddle more than anyone else in this sport.
Who's number 40?
And they are swarming. Riddle's done. What the hell?
What?
Number 40 is Rob Van Dam.
The whole show.
And if he wins the world title, he'll be the whole epic show. Rob Van Dam has entered MLW Battle Riot, and he's kicking ass.
You want to talk about educated feet?
RVD, springboard, side kick to Dyer.
Here comes Dijak. Heel kick. There goes Dijak.
Who brought him here? This was not part of the plan.
Nobody consults you with who to bring in here. Rob Van Dam wants to be world champion like anybody. And he's even standing up to Contra. And Rob Van Dam, he's got that extreme spirit too. He's ready-made for Battle Riot. And Matt Riddle, a tribute to a bygone life with that cutter. Cougar staggering. And Riddle and RVD have eliminated the threat of Contra for now.
Don't turn your back.
Oh yeah. There's your boys, your
Oh,
skyscrapers.
I'm feeling good now. 2 on 2, but we got all the advantage. I don't care which one wins. I just want that gold so bad.
If Dijak wins, will Bishop be okay with it?
I'm sure. We worked it out. We just
Okay.
want the gold in the family.
I like your odds. I like your odds.
Wait, RVD
Wait.
versus Dyer's gone!
Are you kidding me?
Riddle ducks!
Oh, it's really-
Dijak's gone!
Oh, no.
We're down to 2!
But my plan!
Your plan!
My plan!
Go back and think of another
What
one.
happened?
Riddle and RVD have vanquished all the threats, and it's down to one-on-one, 2 kindred spirits. Riddle has been in this matchup over 15 minutes. His world title hangs in the balance. Rob Van Dam has held world titles for 3 other organizations. ECW, TNA, WWE, very few men have held it for 4 in the United States. Rob Van Dam puts himself in very, very rare company, and maybe a little pre-end of match toke to celebrate that St. Laurent does not get his way. But no friends.
You don't have to rub it in, Joe.
I'm sorry. Riddle, Rob Van Dam, back and forth, trading forearms.
And this isn't just to win Battle Riot. This is to be the MLW World Champion.
Without question, 2 unlikely recipients for 2 different reasons. Drop step Riddle. Rob Van Dam's caught, looking for an escape, back elbows.
Oh!
The high knee, bone of the knee, caught Van Dam right around the orbital bone. And RVD is out on his feet. Suplex.
Remember now, pinfall, submissions. He doesn't have to throw him over the top.
But remember the damaged ribs of Riddle. We gotta believe they're broken. Every movement sends a jolt of pain. Every breath, Riddle's in agony. And a moonsault.
Wow.
Oh, how is Riddle still fighting, still moving like this? Rob Van Dam out of the way. That flexibility, that high kick. No pun intended. And as Riddle trapped.
Could be looking for a little rolling thunder.
Yeah, Riddle is prone in position. No, Rob drops the leg instead, switching things up. Oh, now he's in position. RVD connects flush, rolling thunder.
This guy is he's not skipped a beat. He's not lost a step. This is vintage Rob Van Dam right here.
Rob Van Dam is moments away from being MLW World Heavyweight Champion. Riddle to his feet.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh.
Rob Van Dam's gone! Riddle has done it against all odds! Matt Riddle is still the champion.
Here is your winner of Battle Riot and still MLW World Heavyweight Champion, the King of Bros, Matt Riddle!
You can see how it happened. Rob Van Dam looking for the 5-star frog splash. It would have been it. Matt Riddle, incredible recuperative powers. One last burst of energy, one last jolt of agony from the ribcage. And Matt Riddle, with his body racked with pain, has done the impossible. The first ever 2-time Battle Riot winner. Back to back, Matt Riddle stands tall again.
Love him or hate him, you got to tip your hat to Matt Riddle. Everything he overcame tonight, the injury early on, 39 other men, and he's still there, the world champion.
Good night from Los Angeles. Riddle stands tall, a 2-peat Battle Riot winner and world champion.